Here's a quick video about how to prepare and what to expect during a QHHT session. So the session will be in 3 parts, essentially. There'll be an interview, the hypnosis portion, and a debrief afterwards. So what you'll want to do is you want to come prepared with an intention for the session and some questions about spirituality, life direction, health-related decisions. You can really ask anything, and you're going to be asking it of your subconscious mind or your higher self. And you're going to want to dress comfortably and maybe eat a little bit beforehand, because the session can be as long as it takes, which means 5 hours sometimes. The interview process is where the hypnotist will get to know you as the client. So they're going to ask you about your life, your history, your childhood, your relationships, events that have happened to you, meaningful circumstances in your life that are going to inform how they lead you through the session, and patterns that they're going to be keeping an eye and looking for during the session. So that interview process can take an hour, 2 hours, however long it needs to. And then you'll transition into lying down for a couple hours during the hypnosis portion. The first part will be where you go into, you're in theta wave state the whole time, which is the brainwave state when you're watching TV or when you're falling asleep. I guess TV is more like an alpha state. You know, when you're falling asleep or waking up and you're starting to see pictures and you have stopped hearing the sounds in the outside world, that's the theta wave or somnambulistic state, which we'll be doing the session in. So you'll be taken to a relevant past life, which is guided by your higher self, your subconscious mind, where we can get information as it pertains to your current life today in the here and now. Most people get one past life, but if it's a quick one, you might have 2 or 3 lifetimes that you take a tour through and go to significant moments in those lifetimes. Again, this is to inform your questions and your intent, right, for who you are now in this lifetime. And as you go through those lifetimes, you get deeper into a trance state. And because I've been on both ends, right, of these sessions, I can tell you that it sort of feels like imagination sometimes. It sort of feels like the information is just arriving miraculously and you're observing it. So you want to go in without trying to control it or interpret it or really understand it, but you're just going to be sort of speaking to the hypnotist about the things that you're seeing, what's coming to you, and they're going to be guiding you what to look at and where to go and things like that. When we get into the talking with the subconscious mind, you'll hear it switch. It starts talking like I or we, and referring to you in the third person because it's above sort of and outside of your human perspective. And by the way, the whole thing is going to be recorded, so you'll be able to go back and listen to the recording. So when we're talking to the subconscious mind, that's when you can ask about healing, have it do a body scan or address specific things that are going on in your physical body. You can ask it for guidance around big decisions or life purpose. That's something that a lot of people want to know about. What's my purpose? Am I on the right path? And we'll get to as many of these questions as we can in those 2 hours. So we try to cap how long you're in hypnosis at about 2 hours, because any longer than that, it can take you a real long time to sort of wake up fully. And then after the hypnosis finished and we count you back up into awake and alert state, there'll be a debrief time where you can discuss, what things you discovered, what was learned in the session. It also gives you time to, like, if you're going to go anywhere afterwards, to get present again in this time and space. So come with questions and be prepared to allow whatever happens to happen, because it's all going to be guided by your higher self, which has your very best interests in mind. And so between you and the hypnotist and your higher self, it's all going to be orchestrated to give you exactly what you need to move you forward in the highest and best possible direction.